What?
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the patch notes. We got a special edition for you guys. It is 3.24 Journey to HRX. There's not going to be a lot of balance changes or new stuff coming in. AJ, he can talk about that a little bit, kind of at the end of the year, right before Season 4. We're not really making any major shakeups, right?
Yeah, you know, we want to make sure the pros feel comfortable in the current meta they've got. So we released a new goddess. We're putting her into ranked real soon. That's the main twist. Besides that, we're keeping balance pretty where it is.
But we do. We had an exciting year. I think Season 3 was great. We had a lot of changes to not only just the base game of Conquest, but you know a lot of new, interesting, dynamic gods coming in. AJ obviously a big part of that. Also, Hindu Man's gone. He is in the UK right now, enjoying his vacation. He is a fat egg and didn't want to join us on kind of the look back episode. We are going to take a look back at some of the more memorable moments on Patch Note Show. Oh yeah, man, Patch Note Show has come a long way.
Yeah, I love the changes we made to it this year. Getting more people, more conversation, really fun.
I think we do have a video from one of production's favorite moments, though, and we're going to take a quick look at that one.
Let's do it.
Yeah. So I had someone ask me about it
why is your hand on the keyboard?
I'm fixing it. I'm going as fast as I can. It's loading, okay? It's loading. It'll be ready soon.
It'll be ready soon, you promise?
I promise.
It's finally here. A Narsha skin, finally!
That's right. So you may notice with the skin, there was a lot of interest in Naja being less androgynous than in his lore.
What?
Oh, Pawn, what are you doing?
Oh,
Pawn?
That's.
That is.
This is why we can't have nice things. Pawn.
Pawn.
Every single time!
So you got a little Hindu in this patch notes.
Yeah, that was great.
Well,
regardless.
He's drinking tea in the UK and complaining about things.
Probably.
I'm sure he's having a great vacation.
I think he sent like a G chat to AJ earlier complaining about something. I don't even know what it is.
Pawn,
I mean,
probably.
That happens.
I feel like if I say anything negative about this patch, like I'm just going to get an email afterwards and probably get fired, where Hindu does it with the English accent, and it just seems to be okay for some reason.
People like a salty Hindu.
That's why they make all the villains have British accents, right? Because it just makes them sound smarter than everybody else.
That's true.
Chuck knows what he's talking about.
Yeah, it's like Intelligence Plus 2.
I feel like,
it's like the glasses.
I feel like Chuck needs an English accent as well.
Yeah, that would be awesome. Can you do that?
Can you do an English accent?
I mean,
let's not attempt.
Yeah, just forget it. You'll insult someone.
I know I'm not going to do anything, but
you want to try it?
All right, let's go.
Did seem a bit strange, me guarding him when he's a guard.
Wow.
We're getting it done.
All right. That was good.
We do have we do have some new stuff in this patch, though, and we're going to start with skins, of course. Just like normal here, we do have a new kind of Hun Batz skin.
Oh yeah.
Joining the Jablanque Jag and then a couple others, Merc.exe.
Yeah, this one's awesome. We knew Hun Batz needed a skin. People have been asking me. I even replied to a Reddit thread a couple months ago that he was getting a skin. This is what I was talking about. We love this concept.
It was inspired mostly by the name, which is like a Tina-level puns kind of thing happening,
Also, very esoteric computer joke. If you don't use computers a lot, you wouldn't necessarily get it. But we love this concept, and we're like, this will work awesome on Hun Batz. We don't have a creature, really, that has it yet.
And Chuck, what all did we do to this Hun Batz skin that's gonna be brought out, and we're gonna show it off here in a second with Pawn and I believe Tina as well.
He utilizes my sweet, slow over time color change technology, like all of the other. What do we call these? What is the skin theme?
Yeah, what's the
theme?
theme?
Have a name for it?
The programs, like computer programs.
I don't know how to describe them without using another IP.
I was going to say something, but then
What do you mean?
I stopped
We invented this all by ourselves?
I'm not. let's not get into this one. All right.
Yeah.
They're the dot skins.
Pawn, what's your favorite thing about this skin?
The program skins.
I don't think I have audio.
Oh, we hear you.
Yeah,
we hear a distant
Pawn. Is Pawn on stream? Can we confirm, or do we not hear him?
I'm sitting at my desk.
Just have Tina do the talking. We can hear her.
It's like
Can you hear both of us? Maybe
Yeah,
it's coming
we
through
hear
my
you.
mic.
Yeah,
Okay.
I can talk through Tina's mic if I yell.
So
you're yelling at Tina, and if you yell at Tina loud enough, we can hear you.
I get that enough from Larson.
Everyone yells at Tina.
Yeah, you guys are
yells.
brutal
I
to
do.
Tina.
Yeah.
You're so mean to her.
She's real loud and she can take it.
So you can see Hun Batz here. It's the same thing as the Mercury or the Jablanque skin, where it's just kind of changing colors. Right now it's green. His tail has a little bit more to it than it normally does, though.
Yeah.
Am I crazy in thinking that?
I think it's a little bit. Well, I don't know.
Maybe a little bigger, a little wider.
Yeah.
It's got some.
I feel like you just don't notice it on most skins. Kind of the tail. You could. It really feels like you can.
Tail is not normally so.
Is it just me, or why does he look? It looks like he's attacking so fast. But his attack speed's only like
1.3.
1.4.
That's what Hun Batz is like. You just notice it more because of the trails.
I want to
man.
see it with like 2.5.
Yeah, it's got big weapon trails on the swings.
I think we need.
It's going back
more.
to shop.
Oh,
We need
that's
more
cool.
on it.
That's
So
awesome.
That is
Oh,
a
that's sweet.
Beam me up, boys.
I love how the effects change color with the skin changing color. So you'll see as we get into it, but as he's throwing his monkey and even using his ultimate, they're going to change colors completely based on what color his skin currently. Oh, there it is.
I can explain to you how that works.
New
but it was
build.
a long time.
Spaz monkey.
Why is this our new thing?
I
Where we
don't-
take our skins and buy max attack speed on them?
'Cause it's fun.
Why? Why?
At least he's not. At least Pon's not breaking it yet, which he
Jesus.
normally does.
Oh my god.
Han's always trying to
This
break
is what
something.
we want, right?
I'm pretty sure this is exactly what we want. You can see it's now changing to purple here. We'll go over some of the other abilities. Can you jump again, Pon?
Oh, see? Yeah.
So it's got a
nice.
big splash marker, and it's just the color at the moment changing
cool.
here. Overhand smash.
Basically, all the materials exist in a material time. So if we put the same color change function in the character and in the effects materials, it all
Changes at once.
synced up.
It looks good.
that's-
Pon, can you try to teleport to the monkey as well? Is that what we're doing?
He's doing it, yeah.
As what I'm currently working.
All right, Pon's working on it here. Okay, so it's got a little bit of a splash effect too when you do finally teleport.
It's nice. I mean, that's there already with the sound effect too, but it's reskin.
I feel like it's more prominent. I feel like
Maybe.
a lot of Hun Batz characteristics are a little bit more prominent in this skin, like his tail and his
Yeah.
2.5 attack speed for some reason.
It's nice. It plays to his strengths.
And then we have the ultimate to show you guys as well here. Pon's going to throw it out.
Oh, it's the targeter too.
Oh, that's
change
awesome.
colors. Nice.
Nice effects there, Edward Salisbury, who's probably not watching this.
One of our new effects artists is killing it.
Yeah.
And it's also got that, very, I can't even think of the word, like honeycomb kind of look as well.
It's like a hex
Hexagram.
grid.
Yeah, hex.
A
Yeah,
grid.
hex.
And
Now it's yellow.
I think we're
Wait
seeing
until
yellow.
it gets a
Reminds
cool
me of
color
Global
again.
Agenda.
Oh yeah, it does.
Yeah.
A little
You
bit.
listed on
The
yellow.
old medic
Yeah.
pulse shield.
We should bring back that with monkey characters.
All right, I think that's it for
No, let's do the VGS.
Hun Batz. Oh, we have to do VG.
Come
That's
on,
not on my
Adonis.
run of show. Come on.
First time patch notes.
I've done one patch notes in the past
Bronze
year.
level patch
This
notes
is
host.
right.
Yeah,
I haven't even got through qualifying
Yeah,
patch notes yet.
qualifier.
It's not gonna be me on it this time.
Which
It's
is-
gonna be Adonis.
That's
All right. We're gonna listen to some of the VGS. I'll let Pon take it over. I don't have much of the audio in my ears.
You got skills. Totally awesome. I'm killing it. You're about to get control to defeat it. 0100
Do you just- he's patting his butt.
Underscore 0100
Bite.
111.
Hold on. Okay, what is that binary for?
GG.
Oh, it's binary for GG.
Yeah.
That's okay. All right.
game.
I'm a fan.
That's good.
Do a blue
Yeah,
ultimate or green
high
ultimate
five.
real quick while we have it.
That is
Ooh, yeah.
Totally.
See?
Oh, see, it's a different color now.
That's so
That's
pretty.
pretty
least
sexy.
trolly VGS of all time.
These VGS on these type skins are usually a little trolly. We kind of write them like they're self-aware, like they know they're in a game and like they know they're badasses and stuff. So it's really fun.
Was this a team one or who wrote this? Who wrote this voice
Tina
back?
did this one, yeah.
Tina, what's your favorite line?
101101 underscore 1001.
She just
I don't
likes the
even know.
long lines because you can
It's just
troll
so
so
troll,
hard.
dude.
You have it? Is that memorized? Do you have it memorized?
No, I'm just making shit up.
Okay. Good to know. All right, we have a couple more skins
Fine.
to go over though. We don't want to run too long
Working
on this
the
one.
blue there, Tina.
Oh,
I don't think you're supposed to say bad words
Oh,
on
you're
Twitch.
right. 500.
Tina fine.
500 to the.
oh, the dark blue looks
the
awesome
pot,
too.
dude.
Yeah.
To the pot.
And the swear jar.
Oh man, is there a swear jar on patch notes? 500's pretty steep.
Tina's the only one who ends up swearing on patch notes. most of the
If
time.
there was a swear jar, I feel like as a company, it would.
Oh, we'd be
We'd be bankrupt.
our
we might
employees
exceed
would have no
our
money.
401k contributions. Yeah,
Yeah.
especially Tina.
We'd be
especially
done.
Tina.
But we do have more skins. We have I believe it is Bakasura coming up next. If we're done with Hun Batz, this is Laughing Skull Bakasura. Haven't been too many Bakasura skins recently.
I know this is the patch. Hun Batz
Yeah.
and Baka been a long time since
It's
they've
almost
gotten
like we're
skins.
ending out the year on like, here are all the skins that we forgot to do earlier.
We did a Naja one too. Yeah, we've hit 3 that haven't really had skins in a time.
And we hear this a lot from the community. We are aware of this gods who go a long time without skins, and
Yeah.
we really do try to prioritize them. Oh,
Look at that. God,
That's
that
so
face.
badass.
A little creepy. Grim
That
Reaper
looks like
Baka.
E-Rice's costume
Oh, I thought you were gonna say it looks
yeah.
like e-rice, and I'm like, that's
Our UI
that's
lead.
rude.
Yeah. Yes.
So Chuck here, what went into this skin?
We were just coming up with a cool something to that was cool and very different from normal Bakasura, so we wanted to kind of go with this like, you know, Grim Reaper-y kind of highly decorative skull themed Bakasura skin, which just was awesome.
I like this one because a couple of
Oh,
other
does he?
Bakas.
Oh, he has skulls in his belt too.
Yeah, he's got a lot of stuff going on. It's pretty.
And the
all
other
pretty
Baka
intricate
skins are a
overall.
little bit more like can't necessarily recognize these Baka. It looks very different. So this
Yeah,
one I like that it really maintains the truth of what
Right.
Baka is
We
to us,
really just
but
wanted
looks
to
really
do
cool.
kind of a very, you know, just like making Naja badass, we just wanted to take Bakasura and kind of keep it in the same line of his personality.
Oh,
and-
he's got a great jump too.
yeah.
The backflip is definitely top tier jump. I
Oh,
think
yeah.
backflip might be I think Bakasura backflip might be the best jump. Do you guys have favorite other jumps?
There's some good ones.
I can't think of a better one.
The
Mercury's waving hands.
Oh yeah.
I like actually Fafnir's a lot because he's very short, but he jumps super
Yeah.
high. So he's like boing, boing, like
And Mercury
Mario.
He
does
doesn't
that.
skip. He doesn't skip leg day.
Mercury
no, he
does
does
that
not.
weird pose, right?
Yeah, he like
Yeah.
puts his fist up in the air like he's a superhero.
And I don't believe there's any effects change in this one. This was just kind of a visual overhaul skin. You could see a little bit of a blue aura in his jump. And it's
Model.
just kind of it's just kind of like the animations become a little bit more blue.
model change and VGS. We got voice pack on this one.
All right, let's run through that a little bit.
Nice.
You served me well. Terrific. I am the end of all things. You know how this ends, right? Your time is up. Did you know that Chuck Norris actually died decades ago? I still haven't worked up the courage to tell him.
What?
Give me immortality or
Oh, yeah.
death.
Kind of a wild, evil supervillain.
This
The immortality.
this is definitely a guy who would have skulls in his belts. That VGS I think fits really well. Yeah, just colors the same on the abilities, but obviously a lot of skulls, a little bit of color change in his abilities, and outside of that, he just does feel like an truly evil Bakasura, who's already a very evil character.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Watch out. Oh, we got some more coming up.
And we got a couple mastery skins as well. That's going to be it for the kind of newish skins that are a little bit different. First on the board is Thoth, and you can see right there that is
Thoth
his
mastery
golden
skins?
skin. And I believe, do we have the rest as well, the legendary and diamond?
Yeah, we'll show those in game. We always just show the card.
For the gold.
It's all right. You're new around here.
I
so-
am new. I mean, I read the patch notes beforehand, and then I kind of tune in when need
Yeah.
be.
Pawn will show the legendary and diamond in game, but here is the golden.
Pretty heavy blue.
Oh yeah, it looks nice on him. It's a little bit brighter than his base color palette.
We had to do a little bit of.
Oh, no,
of-
look at the book. Look at the book closer. I want to see, are its pages golden as well when it's opened?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I need the book to be
Are
open
they-
I
again.
think so. They appear to still be brown.
There's
which
regular book
seems like
color.
it makes sense.
I can dream.
This guy was a little bit interesting because default Thoth is
Yeah.
kind of golden blue, so we had to kind of take it to 11, as they say.
Ooh, I like that.
And we got the legendary as well. All the blue kind of just changed to black on this.
I'm a big fan of this.
It's
color
not
scheme
actually
on all
like
our
super.
gods, though.
It's a little bit gray too.
It's got more reflectivity to it. Is
Mhm.
what that is. And
Where's
the
that
book is
book?
still paper pages down. If it was an old mastery skin, sure it'd be all gold and it wouldn't look as good.
And it'll
Okay.
be easy for me to get with the Thoth buffs.
Oh.
That's
Oh
true.
yeah.
And then finally we got diamond for Thoth as well. Take a look
Oh,
there.
That looks really good on
Oh
him,
yeah,
too.
just
Yeah.
mix a. I think diamond's my favorite on him. I actually normally like legendary skins a little bit more than
Yeah, same
diamond
here.
skins.
I'm a
I feel like they
legendary,
fit
yeah.
better, but this diamond looks really good. Just kind of it's not full on either way, the diamond or the bluish accent. It feels like an equal mix.
Yeah, I like it a lot too. Yeah.
And then after that, we do have two more gods to go through masteries. First is going to be Bakasura, obviously releasing the Laughing Skull Bakasura. We did a couple adjustments to his golden skin as well.
Oh, I like how his teeth are gold.
I'm always excited to see how
That-
Chuck is going to do these creatures
Yeah.
with the new masteries. Some
Yeah.
of them have more gold and blue and more skin color.
Now
but
he looks
this
like an evil rapper.
rapper.
Yeah, rapper.
What?
Oh, because
Like
his teeth are
gold
gold.
teeth.
Oh, I get it.
okay.
He's
Oh,
got
right
it,
on.
ma-
I see.
Tina liked that one.
That was a Tina. Yeah,
she could.
pun.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was a good one.
What was your favorite part of the Bakasura mastery, Chuck?
I mean, Greg has been doing these, and he does a really good job doing getting them converted, and I don't know. I've just really been enjoying the masteries getting updated so we can see the skins of the guys. On this one, we did decide to take all the bone stumps and also make them gold, which I thought for the bones in the teeth turned out really cool.
Yeah, that's my favorite part for sure. Those spikes look awesome.
And the clothes are mostly kind of the blue. The hood is kind of cloth around his waist as well as blue.
Oh, man.
That is
yeah.
sick.
See, that's what I'm saying.
Wow,
Legendary
that's
is the
nice.
best of the three.
It's just a badass color combo, you know, black.
Black and gold is always
The fiercest
always
color.
a win. And then, yeah, just the same thing. Blue has been changed to black a little bit. And then finally, we're going to take a look at the diamond skin.
And you can say what you want, but didn't we determine that Bakasura is actually really awesome?
I mean, we're looking at some new stats and stuff like that. Turns out if you're an extremely skilled player, Bakasura is one of the best gods in the game.
Oh, yeah. It was like an absurdly high win rate, even at high elo, I believe.
Yeah, only for high elo.
Only for
actually.
high elo. Yeah.
If you ain't good, watch out.
Then you're bad.
And then we got Hun Batz as well, along with his Hun Batz skin. He's got these updated masteries. You can see right there a lot of blue in this one.
Scary bats.
He's got gold teeth too.
Yeah, a little
Should I
bit.
make him a rapper
Is
too?
I think
this
those is
it,
normal teeth color though.
Are we just trying to make
Oh.
He's a
every
monkey.
gold skin a rapper now?
We
guess.
got grills.
Sounds like it.
Grills.
I mean, I wouldn't say
Grills,
that's
dude, grills.
a universal property, but, you know.
Oh,
to each
yeah.
his own.
nice.
His eyes. They're
His
so
teeth are
scary.
normal.
Yeah, that's
His
a
teeth
scary
are normal.
face.
Yeah.
It looks good though. I like the headdress. Looks really nice.
And then you could, yeah, it's just his clothes that have really changed on this one. Not
well,
kind of.
no, it was mostly that we just got him back to being furry and not,
Right.
you know, molten golden.
Molten
Those-
gold.
He looks like a trophy in those old skins or something like that.
And we got the legendary as well. Same deal. Legendary, clearly top tier mastery skin.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's good.
Always
And
nice.
again, we've just been hitting these as we release other skins in the patch. It's just the way everything gets compiled. So it's
That was a very smart way to do it, actually. Works out really well for patch download sizes and everything.
And then diamond as well here. Just the gold or the diamond and blue accents here. I actually like this one.
Yeah.
his skin
is good.
or his fur is, you know, got a gold tint to it, so this one really gets nice contrast.
Yeah, you could definitely you feel it more where it's mostly his clothes and then his body's just obviously the fur.
Yeah,
And
well,
it does
Chuck was
pop a
saying with
lot more.
gods who are already gold and blue and stuff are harder to skin.
Yeah.
right.
And then we got a special little show for you as well. We have the Bellona Inyo. This is card art. Sneak peek here. We're going to take a look at this. And this is a skin that's going to be happening, not this patch, but you can expect it in the future, AJ.
Right, so Scott Zier sent out some tweets kind of spoiling this one, and we wanted to just clarify on the show that this is going to be a skin for Bellona in SMITE. And it's also going to be a new card in SMITE Tactics.
In Tactics.
And those are both going to be available through some sort of promotion that we're not revealing yet. So
But
keep
where
your eyes
can you
up.
find out about that information,
Apparently
AJ?
from Scott Zier's tweet.
Yeah, well,
That's right.
you can either go to HRX or wait for Zier to spoil some more things.
Or
But
both. You could do
HRX
both. I would recommend both of those things.
I would, you know,
But-
even if you're not going to HRX, pay attention to the streams because that's where you're going to find out all the big Season 4 news, all the big Celtic Pantheon news, and all the big tactics and some of our other projects news.
I feel like if you like what Scott Zier does, you should just tweet nice things at him because I feel like if he's in a good mood, he's just like, I'm just going to spoil something here today.
He is a king of spoiling some awesome stuff.
Yeah.
Although Larson likes to do that too.
I like to. Yeah.
So again,
I mean,
guys,
if you're gonna
And I
tweet,
usually don't
you
tell
know,
anyone I'm gonna do it either.
This is a patch notes in review. Obviously, not that many skins. We do have some more changes coming up, so don't leave just yet. But we're going to go through kind of everyone on the show's favorite skins throughout Season 3. We're going to start with you, Larson. What was your favorite skin?
I had 3.
Okay.
Can I go through them?
You can go through them. I think we have some
So,
card art
I'm
for them
gonna
as
start
well.
with
favorite
my
generally
third-
denotes one,
Quiet.
but we're gonna give
It's
it
my
to you.
my third favorite
It's a train wreck.
is Kukulkan's top hat
Oh, that was a nice one.
because
That was good.
I'm a big fan of the gentleman
Theme,
skin,
yeah.
theme skins.
I did the voice pack or me and Fish worked together on the voice
Yeah.
pack for that one. That was
That
a really
came
fun
out
one.
early in
It was a really fun one.
2016.
That
I think it was
early
actually like one of the first second patch.
That was a really fun one.
My second one is Expel Hell
oh, okay.
because I mean, come on, that thing was,
That was
like
really good.
Creepy, like Exorcist creepy, and then Schoolgirl combination. It's like hot and cold.
Animation
There's
really
actually
outdid themselves.
that's actually one of the
Ghost.
more highly cosplayed skins as well. People really
Yeah.
like that, like
Oh,
especially
yeah.
if they're like a pair of cosplayers. One will do
Yeah.
the light stance, one will do the dark
Who
stance.
did the effects? The creepy like offsetting of
shadowy
her.
thing?
Yeah.
I think that
Was that you, or was
mostly
that
tech art
one?
stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, it was.
I don't know. A bunch of us worked on the material, but I don't remember the
cool.
details.
It turned
All
out
right.
really
And
well.
what's number
And
one?
then my number one, Kumba Warlord.
The recent one?
Damn.
Yeah.
Dan.
Kumba
With
Warlord was
freaking
really
like
good.
the VGX.
Flaming
Yeah.
guitar.
Yeah. I
Running
mean,
around
come on.
with a flaming
That
guitar.
and the
is-
I
That's
gotta say that
number
has
one.
that has
Medusa.
highly increased my rate of Kumbhakarna play.
I play so much because of that skin.
Yeah,
you already liked Kumba,
someone
though.
mentioned
I
it
know.
too.
I liked
The
Kumba before
Medusa
that.
who plays the song, the harp is really well done too. Chuck, what were your favorite skins this past season?
Favorite skin.
Favorite
I'm
skin?
gonna take
Yeah,
two,
only
since
Larson
Chris-
gets 3.
Well, no, he's already breaking the rules, so we
It's-
might as
that's
well
true.
just
Okay.
Hold on. By the way, guys, we production was tired of all the terrible jokes and these guys messing up, so they gave me these balls to throw at people when they mess up. So the first one's going
Oh,
to
wow.
Larson
Larson loves
You know,
for
I
picking
just-
3.
I just barely
Snowball fights on the show.
restrained myself from saying something there.
What are your 2 skins,
it.
Chuck?
So-
What's the second
two.
one?
My 2 skins were Fafnir Gryffindor.
Yes.
That's a good one.
The skinning, and part of this is just art nerd stuff, is that it's very difficult to make skins for the dragon, and I thought the Griffin just turned out so cool.
I agree.
And we figured out how to make it cool without having to do a bunch of tons of work to make it go. So that was awesome. And then my other favorite skin was Werewolf Fenrir, because I've been waiting for that for years, and I love the tombstones that shoot out of the ground when you land on
yeah.
people and all the bats flying around. And I've been into Fenrir and Joust lately, so
And then,
murdering people with the werewolf is super fun.
all right, AJ, do you just have one? You just have, okay, so we went in order. 3, 2,
Well,
1.
it's kind of more than one, but it's
Oh,
really
my
just
word.
one.
All right, what
It's
is
tier
it?
5 Anubis.
All right, that's fair.
I've been an Anubis player forever, a rank 10 Goobus.
That one was too
Love
easy.
it.
That's why I didn't pick
I
that
know,
one.
I know. And
We
these
couldn't
guys had
all
to,
pick
these guys
it.
had
If we
to
had just sat here
be
and talked
nice
about
to
the same
let
skin,
me
yeah.
let me take that as my favorite because I play the most Anubis. I'm sure
That's
it's
true.
up in your top favorites as well, but
Yeah.
that skin's really fun. Played
I
it last
hadn't
night.
played Anubis all year until that skin came out. Now
You-
now I've only played that skin.
Yeah, we saw
mid.
we saw
Welcome
we
to
saw
the joy
multiple
that is
we
the
saw a couple
Goobus.
changes to Anubis earlier in the year too, and
Yeah,
I
it's
think
been a while.
yeah,
Maybe we'll buff him again.
I want Anubis in competitive. That's all I'm looking for him. I think he's exciting. Maybe in the future though.
Season 4 Goobus, we'll see he'll see how it goes.
Now,
have-
my problem is every time I play Tier 5 Goobus, another Tier 5 Goobus out Goobuses me.
That does happen.
Every time.
I am that Goobus.
It is AJ. It is one of your. It is your favorite.
I get out Goobused a lot still. It's tough. He's a tough god, but he is really fun and so rewarding when you do well with him.
Well, we
which is
got
why I like him.
2 more people on the Patch Note show. We have Pon and Tina. Tina, what were your favorites if your mic's live right now, which it should be? It's the ghost of Tina. She's not
We're here.
actually
Yes.
here.
Oh no!
Oh, they're live.
Hey.
Right, camera over
Yeah,
there. You
right
look-
there.
All right. Yep. Thank you. My favorites are Capri, lobster. Well, chef's special.
That was a good one too.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
that
Oh,
one
do I
was
get
fun.
another one?
forgot
Do I
about
get
that
another
The
one?
butter.
You can
And
have
the
one more.
materials.
Okay,
is-
yay.
Oh,
And
so
my
nice.
other one is what's his name?
I have a
Shark
list.
Sobek.
That's not
There
what
we
was on
go.
your list.
Shark so
Awesome.
bad.
Because he's like,
Wow.
bro, you know.
Yeah, Summer Smite was actually really good this year.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
really good. Oh,
Yeah.
and Medusa.
Yeah, Medusa.
Can't
Medusa
forget
was
about
good.
her. She was
Skins.
awesome.
Pon, what were your favorites? I guess there's no more just
I'm only gonna
favorite.
pick one because
Oh, you're doing
I'm
it
gonna follow
right.
the rules.
Okay.
And my one was actually Gemini Agni because I think that one turned out really
Oh,
well.
nice.
I think that was probably my top 5. I think
Yeah.
Afro. I'm gonna say my favorite. I think Afro Cadabra was my fun.
Oh, yeah.
That was
that
the
was
first
pretty
one where we did a lot more interactive with a map, where you know
Cat
we
throw.
throw with the cat. Please don't yell at me. Please don't spam Peto right now.
They
I
are
love
now.
cats, but it was pretty funny.
Well, now that you gave them the idea, they're definitely
Oh,
doing
they're
it.
doing it
Yeah,
no matter what.
understanding.
That's how
Hashtag
Twitch
PETA.
chat works.
We need
You
to
guys
get the
are
chat up here.
interesting.
Yeah, we can't see chat.
We
Can
don't
you see chat?
We don't want to see. No, I can't. The internet wasn't
We're
working.
gonna
I
read
got a
it soon,
sheet
though.
for this one.
That's a prop
I
computer.
think it's better to not read chat as it goes along. We do have some more changes actually going in this patch, and Pon's going to go over the achievements actually that we're going to be seeing here.
Mhm.
So you want to go over them, Pon?
No, not until the camera's over here. 'cause
Okay, we're
production-
going to wait.
Production
I
is
thought we were going to talk
scrambled
about our
a bit.
other
Hold on.
favorite
I'm going to
things.
throw one.
We will, we will
okay,
get
we
there.
have one production member
Oh, we
right there
haven't-
manning cameras.
We're
That's
There we
still
go.
spreading,
coming.
we're spreading
pretend
out
I
the
hit you.
favorites over time.
Right.
Oh, this is awkward.
So, yeah, you can also talk about achievements. No, you're just gonna peace out.
All right, no, I'm gonna.
Well, the achievements that we have for this patch are related to Nike, and there's 2 achievements going to Nike. I think I actually remember them off the top of my head. The first one is you have to get all 3 goals for her passive done. Are you mocking me?
What else am I supposed to do, bro?
I just see you over
Is
here
this-
like.
Is it normally this train wrecky when Hindu's here?
No, never. It's not actually.
really.
Is this
Yeah.
my fault or
Really
the format
smoothly with
change?
him.
I'm gonna blame you.
He
Come
keeps
on.
things under
Hashtag blame
control.
Adonis.
We don't normally just have Tina standing around where she has full freedom of movement.
I know, right? It's like,
Yeah.
We need to
determined-
restrict
Sit
her.
Still.
Either that's either good or bad. Chat can.
All right,
maybe
Pon, what's
help us with
the first Nike
determining-
achievement? Path to victory.
Yes, it's path to victory. If
going
you
down.
get, oh my gosh,
No,
if
back.
you get all 3 of your quests done, the like kill minions, get god kills, and get 2 allies level 20.
Yep.
Then you will, and before 20 minutes, you get the achievement. There
Okay,
it is.
pretty
It's speed
simple
run the
enough.
game.
Simple enough. And another one for, I believe it's Nike as well, right?
The other one is
Rend
you have to
away.
you have to disarm 2 gods with rend, which requires you to hit 2 gods 3 times, which is gonna be hard.
This one's tough.
That one's tough.
That one sounds.
I
tough.
got so
You're gonna
close
have-
to doing it in a playtest yesterday or 2 days ago, but it is tough.
I feel
That is
like
a
you're
hard
gonna have to like line people up, hit them, and then have like a Ymir freeze or a Geb knockup
Yeah.
or an Athena taunt to probably hit the final 2.
Heavy
Something
CC
like
chain.
that. Oh yeah.
Was there any more? Is that it for
That
you?
is all the achievements, and there's one more thing that I'm going to be up here for, which is balance.
Oh, balance changes. Okay.
Yeah, we have one.
Well, one single
One?
balance change.
Yep.
Are we going over these now?
Yeah.
Okay, my run of show doesn't say that, so you guys, this is your fault.
Oh, yeah, that's fine.
I blame all of you.
We'll
Yeah,
go,
whatever,
we'll go over
man.
what we were supposed to go. I know what you're talking about.
We're
We'll go over-
buffing,
No,
buffing
today,
Nike.
Today
roll with it.
we blame Hindu
So-
because he's not
So we
here.
only have one change. Pon, why don't you go over why we're only having one balance change as well?
Yeah, so Worlds is happening. It's going to be happening here in a few weeks, and so we didn't want to make any huge meta shifts. We didn't want to change how everyone was playing right before the event. It's not really fair. It's a lot of teams are going to be practicing already, and then shaking them up is going to cause a lot of problems. So we're not.
What?
What are you doing? Okay, we're doing this now. Anyways, so teams are going
No,
to be
you keep your
practicing this.
hands down, Pon.
Nike-
That's how this works.
It's
There
the
we go.
god of destruction.
Nike.
God. What?
I'm sorry.
Tina, you're
All
not
right.
going to be allowed on
All
the
right.
patch notes anymore.
All right.
Nike
We
getting
are
nerfed.
done. Back on track.
We-
Patch notes.
yes, we added her to be played ahead of schedule. We want to make sure that she's in a balanced state for Worlds. So we are nerfing her because she has been doing fairly well. Her ability to contribute to the team is really high. And so we're hitting some places where he feels like she's overperforming. So,
Okay.
yeah.
So what are the what's the first thing we
See,
got in
this
order?
is normally where Hindu would take that throw properly and then talk about the balance changes.
I don't have the balance changes in my face. 2
It's
victory,
okay, we're
Pon.
good. Anyways, so 2 victory is going to be slowed down a bit. You now need 50 more minions to actually get the second goal to activate. So the passive power and passive movement speed she's contributing is going to come on later than it normally is.
Okay.
So that's slowing her early game down a little bit because she's also very good in the late game. She's very good at leading her team, very good at engaging with her shield. So that's a first hit nerf. The second nerf is towards Sentinel of Zeus, and that one is the health shield and the slow are both going down to 20%, and then planned action increases it by 20%. So it's overall significantly weaker, but it scales up to about the same place where it was at the end game stage.
So
So just rank 1 of the ultimate is significantly weaker, so that Nike can actually die in the laning.
So these changes are to shift her from that early game kind of powerhouse warrior that also is really good in the late game to be mostly that mid to late game. Going to be a little bit longer to get that passive wreath for your whole team online. 50 extra minions might be just a couple minutes, and then the shield, specifically the shield, the unkillable shield in the first level of it is now kind of killable.
Oh,
I mean, it's pretty
much
clear.
reduced.
It's pretty clear that she's like a mid late game god. She has the things that actually like help her team. She can leap and engage, provide a whole bunch of CC, take all the damage for her team, and so it makes sense that her mid late game is her strong point. Her early game was just a bit too strong for that strength.
So the only balance change in Journey to 3.24, Journey to HRX, is going to be bringing Nike in a state that's going to be okay for competitive. No other balance changes being made before HRX, just so you guys know. But we will have another patch before the end of Season 3.
That is correct.
Not going to go into too much detail, though. Just it's going to happen.
It's going to be hype, though.
Are we announcing this at HRX as well?
Yes.
Everyone, just watch HRX.
Yeah.
January 5th through the 8th. We got teams, we got spoils. We actually have so many spoils. It is ridiculous.
Oh, yeah.
There's a
I've
lot of
seen the
spoils.
list.
For days.
We just got a lot of cool stuff, too.
Well-
Next patch, a lot of things.
All spoils
All
turn into
things.
awesome game features,
Well,
too.
let's
We have 2 patches that have a lot of things. The next patch has a lot of things, and then the patch after that's
The new
mega
season, yeah.
season.
there's double.
Even
There's
more
there's
things.
2
The more
big
things,
patches.
yeah.
Yes.
2 huge patches coming out next, but that's not going to be no info on that until HRX. So Worlds, make sure to watch it. See all the new cool things coming into Season 4 because we have done so many cool things in Season 3. We're actually going to continue to go over kind of the favorite things that everyone had. We're going to start with miscellaneous changes and kind of go over PvE as well. I know Larson had his favorite miscellaneous change, which was the same as mine.
It's so good. The wards on the minimap is the best thing ever.
Being able to see just that it's yours is a huge
that's
improvement.
huge, and then the timers just puts it over the top.
Was that hard to implement, or was it pretty easy once you guys started delving into it?
It took like an hour.
It is a shame that we didn't have it in the game sooner.
I had it on the list for literally like a year.
Hey, I suggested it too.
It took me 20 minutes to change the material for Ward to support.
Right, that was 20 minutes, and there was like 40 minutes of programming.
I want it to be clear: not all changes take an hour. Sometimes a change that you would think would take just a little bit does take multiple days and multiple people. Not everything's like the ward change.
And we did some iterations even on that ward change too. Like at one point it was blinking way too early and too fast, and it was like blinking for a really long time. So we had to tweak
We had
it
some
still,
bugs.
But you know, the artists, a lot of the artists are busy so much of the time trying to fix the servers.
Can I have another? Can I have another ball?
Do you guys? Oh man, you guys! You're not allowed to throw them at me.
Why not?
I don't, because this is for you guys when you guys get out of line, which I probably should be out of this bag right now. Any other miscellaneous changes you guys liked, Chuck and AJ?
Yeah, we actually listed this as a miscellaneous change for Season 3's big 3.1 patch, which is the new Joust map. It's probably the biggest miscellaneous change we've ever had. But I'm a big Joust player, as everybody out there knows, and I'm super happy with the new map.
Are you still? You're not Grandmasters anymore,
I know.
though.
I decayed into Diamond 1.
You fell. I fell from glory.
I won a couple of ranked jousts last night with some of my
Hold it, but there's
challenger
literally
bros.
some people in Grandmasters with like 10 TP.
Well, I think the lowest was 6. Oh no, was it like 13 or something?
I don't
like
know.
That?
It was super low.
I believe in you, AJ. Before the end of the year, you need to get Grandmasters.
Yeah,
again.
I think you really need to like
I
try.
got like 20 more TP last night. I don't get enough per win though.
All right, Pontina, do you guys?
It's not my fault.
Pontina, do you guys have any favorite miscellaneous changes before these guys go crazy yelling at each other?
I think it has to be the whole PvE stuff that we added, the Fafnir's Wonderland and Jingtown's Mountain. That was like the coolest thing that we've done, and like the playtests.
What?
You totally stole mine.
You didn't talk first.
Here goes Tina with the whining. What do we tell you about that?
It's our favorite thing.
I can't throw stuff at them
The
because
amount
they're
of
in a
times
different
Tina
room.
was like screaming in the playtest room about like things happening when we were testing out all the matches. Everyone was like just crazy.
Well, she is a filthy casual.
It's a good memory, Pond.
Look at her chest. It says filthy casual.
The first time we started testing Xingchen's Mountain in-house was like the loudest I've heard the playtest room in weeks.
Yeah, the doors being closed was not enough.
All right,
you would think we would get loud in the regular playtest, which
What's
we
everyone's
do, but...
favorite rounds, though? And whether it was Jington's Mountain or Fafnir's Wonderland. Pontina?
Yeah,
chickens, dude.
Everybody loves the chickens.
French hen? French hen was great.
What?
You stole his.
You stole mine.
Suck it!
Okay, I have a different one.
All
but
right, go ahead.
We'll save it.
Oh
We'll
my
save
gosh. Oh god, favorite round. I totally didn't think of one actually. I was busy yelling at everyone else to think of one.
He's gonna steal one of ours.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to steal one. No, Geb. Geb was the one.
That's mine!
Or Chuck.
Wait, nobody knows.
Wait, which Geb? Which Geb?
There's our.
Which
It's
Geb?
fine.
It's the Geb one.
White
in
out.
the
They're all
Jingtown's
rolling.
Mountain. No, the rolling one. Just
The
because
long-
the amount of
lots of
iterations
mini
we did
Gebs.
internally.
Oh, no, I hate
to
that
make
one.
that one like feel good. Like internally, it was like there's just going to be 16 of them, and they're going to permanently knock you up. And
It was so
everyone's like
hilarious.
trying to freak out and come up with strategies to beat it. It was was like the funnest round.
No, I wouldn't call it fun.
That was totally
It was
fun.
hilarious.
But
But
Visual.
it was an interesting.
It was
problem to
Every
interesting.
single
solve.
person who played that round was laughing hysterically
It's
the first time
visual
they saw it.
hilarity.
Well, I mean, I thought it was pretty cool that some of those rounds you had to have enough CC just to get through those, so that you had to build the team to.
Yes.
That's cool too. It was a
handle
team
that.
comp
Yeah.
driving round.
I do like that. Yeah, a lot of Poseidon. I think most people actually ran Poseidon to
Cupid
deal with
too.
it, and Cupid, anything with the cripple that was able to kind of keep them all clustered and grouped up.
That was nice.
But yeah, I think that's one of my favorite things. Is any of those things that made you think outside of Smite? Oh, I need damage, or I
Where
need
you're having to use abilities
specific
as
items.
problem-solving tools.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, the reason I like the chicken was the story behind the chicken.
Oh, I haven't heard this.
You don't know
I don't
the
know
story?
this.
So the story is the chicken was a ward in Smite to begin with.
Why did we make that ward?
I have no idea.
No. Well,
Was
the
it for
chicken...
something?
Oh
What?
no.
No, we made it
Shut
first.
up, Chuck. This is my story.
Yeah.
Are you saying my story's wrong? Go ahead. What?
Does
Talk.
Hindu keep you guys on leashes or like have a shock
Okay,
thing?
just let me tell it, and then he can.
Accent calms us down.
Let me tell you how I think this. Whatever. It started as a ward. Then Paladins, for whatever reason, stole the ward
for Pip's Ultimate
and imported it into Paladins. Redid the model. so they made it higher
They
resolution.
made their own chicken.
Yeah, they made their own chicken, but they started with the
super
chicken that we
you
had.
could say.
And then we were like, oh, well, we need a chicken, and so we stole it back. And then we did, I think we might have done some modifications to
And
it.
each time the chicken changed games, the
Yeah.
quality level of the chicken.
You guys know that we are all one high-res company. It's not really stealing when it's from,
Borrowing.
you know,
Borrowing.
Yeah.
borrowing from
sharing.
other sharing with other
That's
departments sounds like is what
Hold
it
it,
is.
but then
not stealing.
someone took the chicken and like put armor and stuff on it, and then
Weapons,
made
yeah.
it like a future god. And then I tweeted that at one point.
Oh,
Do you
can we
remember-
do that?
God tier chicken.
Is there any chicken? If you,
Oh, it was a
if there's
tier, it
any
was tier,
chicken
yeah.
gods,
It was, yeah.
please
Pollo.
tweet at
Dude,
Chris
wow.
Larson a real chicken god that we can actually armor up and weaponize.
Is there a chicken
I
god?
don't know. That's internet will find
I
that
would
out.
think that
I
would be like
guarantee
I feel
There's
like
one
this is like
somewhere.
There's a
season
god of
10,
stoves.
you know.
Yeah.
season
season
10
10.
chicken.
There's a god of
Confirmed.
Jump the shark and go
Confirmed.
chicken.
So outside
It'll
of
be
the PvE,
Chicken versus Jesus.
we also had some really cool events as well. I like that we did do the Underworld event. We
was
had,
good.
you know, we did more of them outside of just the summer of Smite. Did you guys have any favorite ones?
Vikings.
Vikings, the Cross Pantheon.
I love the Cross Pantheon
Yes.
idea. I love it. It's so fun. And that was a really cool new event type
Yeah.
where you get a whole bunch of stuff right for the purchase. And I like having sets of things. So even long after the Viking event, I was rocking the frame and the beer mug ward and the pedestal all together. And then that nice little quest path was really
yeah,
cool.
the new quest functionality has been fun.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that event was awesome.
That's definitely stuff we're going to be continuing into next season. I
with some
believe.
more flavorful twists.
Got some more flavorful twists.
I like
okay.
the
Flavor
Odyssey quest system where you
Flavor
actually
for
you
twerk.
could skip some of the stuff that you didn't want.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
that
was
was
a
cool.
great feature.
Whereas, like,
really
I don't
good.
want all these skins, but I can just play the game and, you know, kind of earn extra points to kind of deal with that. And
Because
I
you
don't have
still
to get
want the
everything.
tier 5.
Yeah, everyone wants
mean,
Anubis.
who
That was
doesn't want
amazing.
that?
And I mean, who
should
didn't
know.
want any of the Odyssey content? Chris, you just
What?
got some of it for free.
You could.
What's going on right now?
Awkward.
What just happened? It got so
So
quiet.
we also had
Just
some
making it
interesting balance
today.
changes throughout
Oh.
the season
Oh,
here.
no.
Wait,
We'll
I'm
get to
almost
AJ's
done.
fun
Face.
bit.
I mean, feel like I need Twitch chat for this one too.
Oh,
but-
I don't even want to
It's
see
time
Twitch
for
chat.
AJ's
Can we
fun
talk
bit.
about Ratatosker a bit? Just a little bit?
Oh,
Can
I
we?
guess we can.
All right.
That was
we're-
one of the other questions that was on the list. Is maybe we'll talk about what does everyone think was the most OP
What
God
was your
release?
favorite? That'll be the last thing
All right,
because we
okay.
actually will tell you the most OP God release of season 3, and it was all AJ's fault. Favorite
Oh,
change
really?
from this year, though.
That's why they promoted me.
What was your favorite change from the year outside of, you know,
Here, you can
maybe
throw
the
this in there.
typical balance?
So I like the balance changes, that have a little bit more cleverness or really fit the god's character. So I really liked the Mercury one that we did recently, where we gave him 1 speed faster than everybody else. Like
That's a high-res thing.
It was annoying me so much that he was not faster than other gods, even
At
though
default,
that is his
yeah.
thing as a god.
Is that going to be so? If any other god is released with, like, say 5 extra movement speed, is he getting bumped up there?
I can't imagine why we'd want to make a god that faster
I'm
than
not
that, but
saying.
Mercury should stay fast. I was like even pitching this to Zier way early in the year, like, let's take Mercury and tweak him a little bit so we can make him really, really fast all the time. He didn't like that. It was a little too extreme, which is true. But we found someplace in the middle, and it's really fun. And the god's doing much better now. It's really awesome.
We've done similar things to like Uller in the past, right? Like Uller had the whole thing where when he stance switched, he's not disarmed anymore because he has
Yes.
different weapons.
Yes, that's
Which is
really cool.
it was interactive with really only
I
Bellona at the
forgot
time.
about that.
That's a really cool change because he's like, why is he disarmed if he pulls out new weapons? That's
I
kinda
think
silly.
the
We're
argument was
okay, fair
like
enough.
that doesn't make sense. He just has new weapons.
Yeah,
And it made sense. It's just like Mercury, 1 extra movement speed than the top tier, and then
I like
you know,
that change.
new weapons.
I think
Yeah.
one of the other fun balance changes was the chalk buff, and that was when we accidentally buffed him a little too hard. We had a bug on day 1 where chalk could literally knock up anything in the game.
Nothing wrong with that.
He could
Like-
cancel people out of CC immune ultimates and just
Balance.
end their
And
ultimate.
bounce them,
He
yeah.
could bounce the fire giant all the way across the map.
Hey man, no one ever plays Chalk, and you know what? If you want a way to make people play him, well, now he can interrupt
Yeah.
Fire Giant.
That was me and Fish. We missed just one little checkbox, and that's what happens.
On top of that, we did have one pretty dynamic change that I do want to go over that was kind of hotly talked about earlier in the year, and that was Golden Bow. Actually, we saw.
Oh, geez, don't remind me.
Golden Bow was this item that had been in the game for a long time, really only useful on Merc. It got a little bit of crit and some extra things, and then Hunters kind of just took off after that.
This is now a question we ask ourselves whenever making any item. Is will hunters abuse this and ruin the game? Because they can do it if we're not careful. But, that kind of happened with Golden Bow. It was really interesting meta shift. It's like, I'm happy where we are now. I guess is the best thing to
Yeah.
say. But that was quite a roller coaster of emotion, huh, Pon?
Yeah, that was a lot of back and forth discussion that was happening everywhere, and there was like I think legitimate arguments that people are even having on the Reddit of like, should hunters just be this thing that wave clear, or should they not be this thing that wave clear, and what does that actually mean in Smite? And we've decided that Golden Bow was not something that we wanted. Mercury
Well,
also did get adjusted too to help with that too.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
Isn't this when we decided like there's two different types of hunters? There's the auto attack hunter and then
And
there's the
ability
ability
hunters.
hunter.
Well,
Yeah.
And
throughout-
we wanted to make sure that those
Right.
were always like viable
there's-
and distinct.
Well, that was one of main announcements with Season 3 is to make a little bit better distinction between ability and basic attack gods as well as early and late game gods. And one of the problems with Golden Bow is that it essentially just ruined all that.
Yeah.
And
It just made
everybody
everyone
at
good
everything.
early.
Yeah. Everybody was now good early game no matter what. So actually working through that, which was difficult, now we have a much better idea of how to make gods stronger early, late game, and a lot of other balancing reasons.
And
a
then
lot of
we-
lessons learned.
And then we also have one slight change that the community had been asking for forever, but it actually had a big impact, which was Kabraken's aura.
Oh, I
Because
know.
it just makes sense. He gives protections to everyone else. He should have the same aura. Like, what is this BS?
And this is my favorite
But
one because this
maybe
would be
it's
on Reddit
his
and Twitter.
inherent
Like,
protections.
what's up? Sorry.
No, I get it's
Oh, you're just agreeing with him on that one.
no, he's disagreeing
I'm
because it's like
disagreeing.
he's sharing his
Yeah.
protections,
Oh, I see.
but his protections were the same as every other guardian. He didn't get a
Right.
buff.
The
His
funniest-
protection should have actually went down in Chuck's theory
right, like
crafting.
he's donating them.
Yeah, you're donating to other people, so that means his are actually going down.
Well, maybe he has extra protections, and then he just shares and distributes those with others.
But he doesn't have extra protection.
Sure.
That's the issue.
Because he's giving them to everyone else.
as you can see, it wasn't a simple issue.
Either
Everyone had
way.
different views.
The funny thing about this buff is that this was on Reddit and Twitter from a lot of people being like a quality of life buff. Like this is a small buff. Like
Right,
please
it's
just do this. It's easy.
NBD.
And this took him from like the bottom 5 gods to the top 5 gods. It made one of the biggest single jumps in a
I found
patch
my
in stats
post-it.
I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Was this one little, quality of life change.
It was like an 8 to 10% shift.
Took him from D tier to S tier.
Yeah, it
in
was
one little
massive.
change.
And that was across all modes and,
So when
and
you're
all
on the
ELO
Reddit
ranges as well.
selecting,
So the key is-
suggesting balance
Right.
changes, kids.
I think we lost the other room.
Little changes go a long way. Is all I got. Is the lesson learned from that one.
And then finally, the most broken god release of Season 3, and the
Oh,
man
yeah.
who has agreed to take the heat for it.
I mean,
AJ.
we all have good days. and
So
bad days,
what
right?
happened, AJ?
It happened.
Let's get the numbers out
We're
real quick.
reworking Ratatosker,
Yes, I recall.
trying to make his kit a little bit more streamlined, a little bit easier to actually balance in the
I
future.
mean, the kid's
and,
better.
and
It's-
play- oh.
I mean, to be fair,
Objectively better.
Rory started the god, and so you had very little to work with.
Hashtag blame Rory.
That's
Aw.
rough.
Man, this is
DM.
he's not even here to like fight
I'm
for
still
it.
Rory,
hashtagging
yeah.
it, dude.
He's gonna bust through the door because he's watching Smite patch notes.
Are we
Yeah.
just gonna
Yeah,
throw
he's-
him under the bus with that crazy nut storm he designed?
I mean, that ability did cause many headaches for many different departments of summoning all of these projectiles that all had to track independently and hit independently and could crash your computer if you're a lower end.
Well, and the ability would either do nothing or you would just murder someone's face off.
Right.
So is this just
With your
a
nut
dry
storm.
bear roast now? Is that what this has become?
no.
That was brutal.
gods-
It's fun.
The gods' underlying tone. Dry Bear's gods have a great underlying tone and themes, like Kepri, Opwatch,
Let's
and
make
Rat.
a god
All
that
super
resurrects people,
unique.
bruh.
Just maybe some part of the kit was a little bit trickier than expected.
So what happened with Ratatosker on
You
the
know,
remake?
The
I'm
testing.
imagining Dry Bear now in the Paladins area, like watching the stream and like crushing his cup.
testing was going well. Testing was going well. People were having fun with
Either
him.
that or he's like happily working and someone behind the
He's like, "Hey,
cubicle
guys."
is like, hey, dude.
Chuck,
What?
we're going over Ratatosker.
It's fun. We're
totally
talking about
missed you.
Rory. We're all having fun.
Rory's probably
Christ.
not having
Told me to do witty banter. Now you're taking it away.
Either way,
Just carry on.
I remember one person actually towards the end of Ratatosker testing was like, Larson just carried with this god. There might be a problem.
What?
Yes, that happened.
that one
It
happened.
happened. You like first-blooded Pawn in the jungle.
I know who it was too.
I remember that moment.
So
And they were
Larson, if
like-
you'd like to know, $50.
What god was that? That wasn't Ratatosker,
Rat. It was Rat. It was.
It was Rat.
You had
It was
like
like you were one of the last people to play him before he went live, and we were like, I was like, I think it's just it's he just have a good day. He's just having a good day. The god's not that OP. I was wrong.
So
what was the win rate?
so I've been.
Can you say the number? Are you allowed to say
I don't
the number?
remember
I
exactly.
remember.
But the fun thing is you'd see usually our curve is nice and smooth, and it was just nice and smooth and then Rat. And I was like, oh my god,
Not good.
what do I do?
Ratatoskr, most
Flappy
broken
hands.
release of Season 3. If you think it's
This is what
someone
I do
else,
at my desk when I'm
you were wrong. Fact.
So we brought his numbers back down, and he's actually in a fantastic spot now. So
And now we use Chris to test
Well,
all
I feel
of the new guys.
I feel pretty bad now. Thanks, guys.
Well,
I'm sorry.
it's okay. Drybear got his turn.
yeah.
Okay, so I'm in the season 4 playtesting,
Yeah.
right? So, you know, you have to have all levels of skill
That's true.
represented, and I guess I represent the bottom half. Is that what we're saying?
Yes,
I mean,
definitely.
I was mostly playing.
Gina.
Oh.
You have some great games. Hey, Tina, you're down there too, all right?
Yeah, Tina. All I have to say is the hunter representation on
I
your
am better
team
than
is
Larson, okay?
probably. But
Fight me.
what?
Fight me.
Sounds like a
1v1
challenge.
1v1 on her.
1v1 me.
Challenge, dude.
Check. All right. We don't need to
Let's go
all
right
yell
now.
at the same time. We can yell one at a time.
Okay.
So
is there
sounds
rip
like
my
we're going to do a
ears in chat?
1v1 later on. We do have more to review, though, guys. Do not worry. Other highlights of the year, the mid-season patch, actually, we saw a lot of passive changes, which I thought was a very interesting way to go about it, AJ.
I'm super happy with that patch. Specifically Vulcan, that like brought him from
Yeah.
kind of relative obscurity to like a crowd favorite, and even as seeing a lot of SPL play. He's so fun now. I think all the passives were much improved.
A lot of it was streamlining them, too, to make them kind of easier to understand and useful for more than just very specific scenarios. I know
Right.
Aphrodite's passive got changed from the mana, and that actually that was just kind of a straight buff because that got shifted into the Kiss link, and then you
Right.
just created the bonus protections.
Two main goals for that was, one is a passive shouldn't only affect one ability, because that's just part of that ability. A passive should apply to the way the god plays as a whole. So that's why we changed Aphrodite's. And then also one was we wanted to eliminate some of these really weird, confusing trade-offs where like you were rewarded and punished for doing the same thing at the same time, which is like why old Najah's passive was very
Yes.
confusing, and you would have to game the system and do it very unintuitively sometimes. So we just made it, building and then do things, and you get rewarded for doing things.
Pon, did you have a favorite part of the mid-season patch?
Oh, geez. I think it was actually the Najah change, because I really like playing assassins, and Najah is one of my favorite assassins. And then the way the 2 works now is a lot more intuitive. It makes a lot more sense. It's also really good. And we also saw Najah get some play, too. So
It also has good potential for high-skill players to use it just as well, or even better than regular players.
And then we also had a lot of God releases. Just as AJ joined the team, I believe. You're not going to come up first. We're actually going to go with Larson.
That's fine.
What was your favorite God release of this year?
It's a tough one. Nike.
Nike? So
Yeah.
recent.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. I've been
What's
playing.
your favorite part of her?
Ren.
How easy she is to play because I suck so bad.
Self-deprecation
You're
now.
first, boys.
Yeah. Tina. No, I mean, I like her because I like the model. I like the presentation. I think her rend is cool.
And those first hit cleaves.
I like.
And I've been playing her as a guardian.
Yeah.
And the team.
Okay.
My teams usually hate that.
Oh well.
But I always carry.
I love warrior
You know?
sports. I think that's
Larson
legit.
always carries, but the
I
team
always
hates them.
carry.
I
but the
feel
team-
like if you
team's
always
not-
carry, your team wouldn't hate you.
Well, I'm talking about randos.
Okay.
You know, not
Not play testers.
not play
Not
testers.
play
Live-
test.
No, I wouldn't do
servers.
that. I wouldn't do that.
You
in the
get
play
BM'd
test
on
room.
live a lot, Larson?
I've had to ban some people. Yeah.
always be aware of
It's
I
who
kind of
you're
want to
banning.
tell a story, but I don't know if it's okay for high-res TV
No,
involving.
it's probably not if it has anything to do with our camping trips.
No, it has to do with when I first
Oh, man.
joined.
Chat. I can't even see chat right now, and it's like.
So no, you know what? It was a while ago. We're gonna go with it. When I first joined high-res,
Oh, God.
someone was talking to me, one of the people I had played with normally, and he's like, "Hey man, this guy was BMing me in my game. Can you like find out about it?" And it was this name called larceny, and I was like, "Sure, I'll look into it."
Yeah, that's
I
my
found
boss.
out, so I look into
This
it.
cannot be
I
true.
go to it was Austin,
I would never do that.
formerly on support, now on designing on tactics, and I'm like, "Hey, who's this larceny guy? My friend was complaining about him. Can you research into him and see if anything ban-worthy?" It's like, "Oh, that's Chris Larson."
General.
It was a while ago.
Producer of SMITE.
It was a while
we
ago.
see
Larson is a reformed SMITE player
Can we
now.
see the support script?
Yeah, the
Don't
transcripts of
pull
Larson.
my
Don't pull it
chat
up.
logs, okay?
Hey, the rules still
bad.
apply to you, all right?
Oh,
You got to be nice.
I know people have been banned. I know people have been banned
I don't have GM privileges on that account.
for a reason.
For a reason.
And now everybody
And then,
knows it's a GM account.
So
Welcome to
I have been
2,000
known
friend
to
requests.
log out and then log in high-res Chris
Let's see.
for the actual banning process.
And I don't use high res in my name, so people can
So is this
slide under the
story time
radar
now?
too.
Can
All
we tell
right,
stories?
Chuck, we're not going to tell. We'll tell more stories later, Tina.
Let's get more
Chuck,
off track.
favorite God release. We still actually have stuff on the patch notes, and we're not just reminiscing.
I have been enjoying Thoth.
Yeah.
I thought Thoth came out really cool, and for us art-wise, there was a lot of tricky problems to solve there. But I really like he has a very unique mage gameplay, and
Yes.
apparently we think he's not strong enough, even though I mean my casual stats are pretty good. So I'll be looking forward to
You're one of the few.
messing people up harder with the buffed version of Thoth.
AJ, what was your favorite?
Fafnir.
Why was he your favorite?
I mean, dwarf and a dragon. Two badass things
It
that
was
Smite didn't have yet.
It was a stance switch, but it's much different than any. It's
Pseudo
not really a
stance,
stance switch,
yeah.
but it's two separate characters actually.
Yeah, well, I mean, just the amount of production value that went into him is amazing. It's like 2 full gods worth of artwork, which makes him look really cool. And then I love how his kit turned out. It's really fun Guardian kit. I mean, the whole theme behind it was hard to hit skill shots with really big payoff. So that dragon leap from long range is a tiny targeter. It's tough to hit, but when you really land the dragon hit stun combo, it's so rewarding.
And I like the
awesome.
the AOE team stem also in a kit for a Guardian.
That was
as well.
another thing we've needed as a Guardian for a long time. Is just a damage buff to a single player. That's great. And his voice pack and the actor and the kind of theme and tone about Fafnir all just came together perfectly. I was like so happy with how it worked out.
And he has the tiny dwarf that dances.
Oh, on the shoulder.
Yeah,
that's
that was
definitely
another.
good.
He
Oh,
had
I love
so
that.
many
That's
bonus features.
You
in that,
guys put in. That's probably the most work that went into a god when it comes to production value, right?
It was
Am I
tough.
wrong there?
I mean, there's a lot. I mean, Erlang and Sun Wukong and the gods with a lot of models, and Scotty with the wolf that actually getting Calder to move around and look normal.
Yeah, that
Took
Yeah,
Scotty
our
was
best
also
programmer a lot of
stuff
time
to
to
do.
Yeah.
get that looking good.
I think Scotty was my favorite release. Just the first time we, again, kind of introducing something new to Smite with a dog, a controllable minion, and I felt like it was done very well, and where it's like very intuitive to be able to do. You know, it works for consoles as well without being crazy difficult.
I was worried that she was going to have trouble on console, but console players are doing very well with her.
Yeah, I think one of the better gods actually.
And I just love Fafnir though.
And then Tina, what was your favorite god release of season 3?
My favorite is probably it's Tsunami. I really liked her because I liked her combo, the spectral projection with the dark portal.
Mm-hmm.
That was probably my favorite part about her, and I like her
The basics.
her sickle boomerang thing. It's like
Yeah, again, like another new thing. I think any god that has like something that's super unique, and that was a lot of season 3 was introducing stuff that you hadn't seen before.
Yeah, seems to be what the players wanted.
Pon?
I think season 4 is going to be even more of that.
Oh
man.
yeah, just wait and see.
Yeah, there's
man.
a lot in season.
Season 4 God 1.
Pon, what was your favorite season 3
right?
god?
I'm gonna have to piggyback on you, Scotty, just because it's actually really cool that we had a character with super low mobility and kind of this unique gimmick actually see really good success and see people use her.
That's
Yeah, the ice
interesting.
ring.
Yeah.
That it was Scotty. I'm pretty sure it was Camazotz.
No.
I'm pretty confident because you actually spoiled Camazotz, if you do recall.
That was fun.
I do remember that.
Why were you even switched on to him at the time?
I mean, I'm sitting there in patch notes. Sometimes it's like, well, everyone's just droning on, talking about stories. I want to go look at some new stuff, and then it just gets...
He gets bored.
It happens.
You know?
Our
I
patch
mean,
notes aren't
really,
boring.
production was the one that switched to it.
I don't know. I'm pretty sure it was your fault, Pon.
I just know it definitely was not an accident.
And we did show that earlier too. So if you forgot,
Yes.
Pon's favorite season 3 release was the one he spoiled to everyone on patch notes.
It was pretty fun, though. That was pretty hype. I only got yelled at for like, I don't know,
20
half an hour.
seconds.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So I had someone ask me about Papa, it why is your hand in-game. on the keyboard?
I'm fixing it. I'm going as fast as I can. It's loading, okay? It's loading. It'll be ready soon.
It'll be ready soon, you promise?
I promise.
It's
Oh,
finally
yeah.
here. A Narsha skin, finally!
That's right. So you may notice with the skin, there was a lot of interest in Naja being less androgynous than
Okay,
in his
boy.
lore.
What?
Oh, Pon, what are you doing?
Oh, crap.
That's
That is...
this is why we can't have nice things. Pon.
Look, I never
Every
mess up.
single time!
I never mess up.
That
It never happens.
Every single time from
Never
him.
knows.
That's a
Never
good
crash the
soundbite.
game. Never spoil something.
That should be in his
accidentally,
announcer
have voice
pack.
packs all the time. every single time.
So there's also another member of the Patch Note show that is not here. It is Daniel Fishman, and I believe we got a special video for his favorite God release of Season 3 as well.
Oh.
My God.
But he's got a skin this patch, and he's going to have the Luminosity Susano is going to be available as well. We can go in game and have a little look at that one as well.
I like that we still don't see his eyes.
We see yours, though.
Oh, we do.
We
You
went in
gotta
game.
tilt your head. Yeah.
We
yeah.
went in game
There
and
you
you
go.
weren't ready, Fishman. Come on. Have you used your ultimate yet? Oh, I can't tell because it didn't knock me up.
Oh,
Did you like
savage.
that shot?
Savage.
I'm on fire today. I
Oh,
tell
hey,
you.
fam. Oh, hey, fam. Savage.
Good job, Pompon.
And yeah, so Susano there.
course.
I don't know why everyone was dressed. Was that for Christmas?
That was
Or-
Halloween.
or, I mean, Halloween.
Christmas.
Sorry. Come on, you know, whatever.
You're
Actually got the
really
best
Let me,
outfit.
I dress up whatever
You're
that,
there.
I think
whatever the hell
we
I
might
want.
replace Hindu with you. You're doing so well.
Oh man, you guys are just a train wreck, and I'm just trying to corral everything into actually
Well,
going through the
it's the
items.
whole
Just
job
learn
to do
from the
that.
best, dude. We just watch you.
Or we could just watch you and AJ
Yeah, I,
talk about each other's failings.
I mean,
for
that's part of
30
the fun,
minutes.
Hashtag blame Adonis.
that I don't even know what's going on in that other room. I'm worried that they're gonna like trip and fall and break their own bones.
They'll be fine.
It's
Nah.
probably gonna be Tina falling, and then Pon trying to help her, and then he falls over too. Then we got a lawsuit on our hands. You guys are just out of control. You guys are just out of control. We also had. We're actually, I think, closing the show now. I think
Getting
we've
there,
kind of
yeah.
reminisced
We've run
about
out
our
of
favorite
time.
things of Season 3.
We were going to take questions,
Yeah,
but I
we're
don't think
gonna
we
bring
have
up the
time.
chat.
We're gonna
Story
bring-
time.
time?
We have
That's
time?
story time.
I don't know. Do we have chat? Could someone like ask me questions in my headset production, and we'll go from
There's
there?
no
What are they-
questions.
what are they
no
saying?
one has a question.
We have 0 questions. So
Everyone's already like not even
oh,
watching
we've got
anymore.
like 2 viewers.
Yeah.
we killed the actual content of the patch
Plus the 2 of them are in the
45
office.
minutes ago.
Yeah.
And now it's just been everyone just taking shots at Dry Bear, who's not even here.
No.
Larson's getting BM'd.
I mean, we
Yeah.
should be getting back to our desks and working hard on Season 4 because we have so much to do still.
Yeah, it's
That
true.
actually
We
is
have
a ton.
we should wrap it
So
up.
all right. So wrapping it up here, Season 4 is on the way. There are 3 major changes I have on this list that we're not going to be able to tell you what they are, but maybe give you a broad oversight. There are going to be changes to ranked next season. I believe Larson even tweeted something about that out.
Did I?
Maybe I don't
You
know.
tweet out a lot of things.
You tweet out, so you and Scott Zier just tweet out stuff,
Yeah.
and then forget about it. But there are changes coming.
There are
in
changes
ranked.
coming.
You don't have to tell us anything that's changing.
No?
but,
You
I mean,
don't wanna know
it could
anything?
just be done.
Something small.
We could just be done.
You're the king of spoilers, so
What is something
Spoils
spoil?
McGee.
Okay, no, there's here's what you can say. Here, we got it. We
Here,
got it.
oh,
we
I
got
can-
it for you. Just look under the ranked line. At least I was told you could say that. I'm not saying
who told
it.
you he could say it?
I don't know, Pawn.
Yeah.
Oh,
don't know.
Pon said it was okay.
I don't know.
I guess.
So
doesn't have that authority.
yeah.
I don't have that authority. at
Okay,
all.
so I'll explain a little bit about. We're gonna have 3 splits
Okay.
for ranked. We're gonna have a spring.
That was not on this
Ooh,
list.
that's
I
a big
know.
change.
I,
That's a big one.
it was that the list was boring.
See, this is also what happens is we'll tell like, hey Larson, spoil this, and then he'll just be like, I'm gonna spoil more.
So okay, so yeah.
Okay, so there's gonna be 3 splits. There's gonna be a
And all 2
spring,
people on the
a
stream
summer, and a fall.
Okay.
It's gonna follow the SPL a little bit more closely, and we will be hard resetting ELO and rankings
On Season 4.
for the first split.
Okay, and then
we'll do soft resets for the second and third, and there will be unique rewards for each split.
there you go.
And there will be overall rewards
You heard
too.
it. You heard it here first.
So
Just-
those are a lot of. Those
That's
are a lot
a
of.
big one.
That's a big one.
Yeah.
there- so yeah,
Yeah.
so
Props to you who stuck it out on Twitch.
Yeah.
plans to keep people engaged throughout the season and not just
Yeah.
oh I've earned my
Yeah.
rewards.
There's a lot
already.
of other changes. That's kind of like the overall
Broad
structure
overview.
change.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that's
and
a
then
big one.
we have obviously
And it also
conquest
makes it
changes.
so that when we have additional rewards, you don't have to necessarily have like.
Played all 3.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
So each part of the ranked season will have its own unique rewards you can achieve, just part of it or all 3.
Okay, and then obviously some changes to conquest coming in. AJ, what can you talk about
Wow.
that?
I don't know.
What can you
I don't-
talk
I don't
about
know
that?
what to spoil. I don't
Well,
think
okay,
I-
what's a goal? Give me a goal.
Also, we have some general high-level goals of trying to allow more decision-making in your builds. So if you're going to play the same god, have more starting build choices specifically, more ways to start the game, and more flexible choices to go from there. And we also want to increase the flexibility of where you can bring gods in which position in the conquest map. So
Okay.
we're kind of making some changes to a lot of itemization and even the flow of the map to allow more gods in more places and more variants starting builds. No one has to build, hopefully, ideally, no one will be building all the same
no more junglers, boots into Jotuns or boots into Hydras or boots into whatever it is at the time.
Yeah, we're going to make it so hopefully we can get a little bit more variance there.
I like some of them. I like some of the map changes, actually.
Yeah, we're doing some map changes, too. There's going to be some.
But I'm not going to. It's not mine to
Larson's like, do you want to talk about this? Because I want to talk about it.
Let's do it.
All right, focus. So we did do a little bit of experimenting, actually, throughout the year with reworks. And I think, AJ, you wanted to mention something about that heading in for Season 4?
Yeah, I did want to mention that in Season 4, over the scope, this is not like a 4-1 thing. This is why I didn't want to get confused. But over the scope of the season, we'll be looking at more of your favorite old gods that need a little updating, and both models and kit, and we'll get a few more of those this season.
Awesome.
And I know that I've already gone on record saying we're going to do stuff with Hell.
Okay.
That's going to be early in the season.
See, I don't know what you guys spoil anymore, so I just can't say anything. I'm like, do you want to talk about this thing that's it's telling me to talk to you about?
We've spoiled that one. That one's going to be early in the season, but not necessarily in 4.1.
Yeah. Okay.
But there's also going to be just modeling changes too.
Some modeling changes, and those are going to come early in the season, and they're going to be sweet.
I think Season 3 was definitely the year of Smite, where it really evolved from the original core of the game. Saw a lot of exciting new changes, a lot of dynamic characters, items. Also, I mean, just looking at the esports scene, I think it's the most competitive it's ever been, especially when you look at kind of picks and bans draft. We do have the most involvement of any number of gods that we have ever had. So overall, I think Season 3 has been great. I'm really excited for Season 4. Before we let you guys go, though, I want to get some final thoughts on everything. Pon, Tina, we'll let you guys just train wreck away real quick. What are your final thoughts on Season 3?
Oh gosh, what? See, this is the train wreck he was talking about.
It's already been a train wreck.
Oh no, I know, but they're the worst.
They're
the worst.
Tina, please say some words out of your mouth.
Hey, you want to hear a story?
No,
we don't want to hear stories.
Pon, what was your favorite thing of Season 3?
I think it was just. It's really hot in here. I will agree with her. It's definitely really hot in here. I would say Season 3, it had to have been the amount of lands we had. It was actually really
that's cool. I forgot about that.
In-house studio.
They kind of came and toured the studio. We got to see them live here. That was probably my highlight.
I mean, we got this casual set as well. Tina, do you actually have something to say before we finish off with your room?
Yeah, I wanted to tell my story.
All right,
let us tell the story.
Keep it short.
Just
It's not a short one.
We are on Twitch, Tina.
Okay, all right.
Before
I can't
you tell it. Okay, yeah.
I'm sorry.
All right. Thanks, Pon and Tina. We're just gonna end one.
Good. No.
Right.
Shout out. I
just.
We did it.
All right, there we go.
Nailed it.
That's the end of your Season 3. Thank you, guys.
Drop the mic.
Another thing, he did mention lands, and I do want to give a massive shout out to the production crew as well, the guys that don't actually get love. They're behind the scenes. They did build this entire set. They built the esports arena. We've got a lot of new guys that came in as well when it comes to camera work and video editing. From the esports side, I do hope you guys love everything that production was able to do, because it really did come down to them. So shout outs, much love. Final thoughts from you gentlemen on Season 3. We're going to start with Larson.
See, what does that even mean?
I've said everything.
We've said
I have to
everything.
say.
Just pick one favorite thing or something, something.
Come back to me.
Oh yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
He wants to be last.
Mine's easy.
All right, you go.
All the gods. We had such great gods this year.
Oh, the god designer's favorite thing was the gods. What a surprise.
Yeah,
we're good at our jobs.
And you also picked your favorite god was the one you did.
Yeah.
Come on.
I have
to be fair, he did a lot of the gods.
I mean, wouldn't it be kind of BS if he picked a god that wasn't his god as his favorite?
Yeah,
god?
then it's
that was like try hard.
I still wanted to do shout outs to Jingwei too.
Shout out to Jingwei. Please don't do it.
I wrote that voice pack
Please
too.
don't. Please don't.
No regrets.
This is all about.
Please don't say it.
Oh, hey fam.
Terrible.
Oh, hey fam.
Stop.
Savage.
Chuck, what was your favorite thing?
I mean, we did have fun making all the gods this year. Camazotz and Thoth, and I don't know.
Thoth was amazing, yeah.
I think Thoth might have been my favorite overall, just not even looking at any aspect of good or bad, just very unique character in a mage role, a lot of really cool, I do love the art. I felt like you captured a very strong theme when it came to him.
Well, I liked that, and then Thoth was just one of those characters where we rolled the dice and took a lot of risks, and it all just kind of came together and worked, and, and it was cool.
In design and in art.
And then we do have Larson. Have you had time to think? All right.
So, and when he charges up his ultimate, he goes, "Ooh!" And you can just keep doing
I do like the tie-ins between Thoth and Raw. Like how we did that. I think that I think that was done well. My favorite thing is we survived. We did
a lot.
We did 20. We will have done 25 patches this year.
Wow.
And
that's crazy.
The SMITE team grew by about like 30%?
Oh,
probably
yeah,
maybe 40. I don't even know what the number is, but it's big.
And that's just patches. That's not even including hot fixes or anything else or like smaller bug fixes.
Yeah. Individual patches, we did 25. I think that's pretty incredible.
Well, because this is the year that we switched to the 2-week patch cycle.
With only 2 exceptions. One is during Christmas, we're going to have a 3-week, and during the season 4 PTS cycle will happen over a 3-week period.
Don't say any dates. It looked like he was about to say state.
He's allowed to spoil whatever
well,
he wants.
Oh, yeah, it's Chris Larson. I can't tell him to not spoil
But
something.
everyone kind of knows that season 4 is going to come in January, right?
Right.
So
early testing.
Early,
Again, thank you guys so much for joining us for season 3. This is the 3.24 patch notes. We said about 5 minutes of content and almost an hour of a train wreck, but
of fun.
We love you guys so much. We have the Eager Saturnalia tournament. That's going to be going live this weekend. For those of you who are
gonna be good.
Love competitive scene. On top of that, Nike will be available, so it's going to be your first look. No, she's going to be available in the Eager Saturnalia. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So Nike will be available, so we're going to get our
when
first look at that.
When are we turning on her for rank?
324 launch.
So
next
Tuesday.
week.
So you can play her in casuals, but she will be at least in this tournament this weekend. Drops are going to be open as well, so you just need to watch the tournament at Hi-Res TV to potentially win some content in game while just watching the Eager Saturnalia tournament. It's going to be 11:30 a.m. Eastern, or excuse me, broadcast will be live 11 a.m. Eastern both Saturday and Sunday. Make sure to check it out. Thank you guys so much for joining us. Hope you had a good season 3, and I can't wait for season 4.
Good afternoon, and welcome to an exciting Cyber Sentinel 3.20 patch. Want to hear a joke? Balance. Come rain, come snow, come sleet. Pompon is always with us. Pompon, how are you doing today?
It's so neat to be here with all of you again. We got some great things to show off this patch.
Pompon, have you actually executed things correctly this week and have no issues?
Oh, I'm sure that everything is up to my perfect Pompon standards.
I'm shocked. Ha ha, ha ha ha.